today. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Cleveland Browns taking on the Carolina Panthers.
We're in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather, snow, and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Gets around him, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Right back to him on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid.
Touchdown, Carolina! A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. The underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Being chased out left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. On 2nd and 10. Hurts. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
He'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They go play action with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Harris now throwing on 1st down. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a man open down the middle of the field.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. To throw is Harris. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Harris on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Come on, let's go.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Back to throw. Harris. And he will find his man on the outside. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Chris Jones in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Walker. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Panthers defense gearing up as they take the field. And let's take a peek at some of the defensive effort here that's helped them get this first half lead.
Yeah, I remember in school, we used to have...
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Hurts throw into the hands of Lockett. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
The catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. On first down, Hurts steps away to his left. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Albert O, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Off play action. Harris. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chris Jones giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Harris on 3rd down. Out. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Dances by him. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Cleveland offense making their way out. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now Harris on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Harris.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. He hits his target, Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Tyler Lockett, his 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. Harris. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was the Bengals who were able to pick up the victory at home. Mac Jones, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And they currently trail the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Josh Allen with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Landry Jones leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. It's complete to Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Hurts. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deebo Samuel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Harris steps away. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Throwing is Hurts.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Forced out to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but he was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind, while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Chris Jones, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Harris now off the play fake. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult.
And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw is Harris. To throw on second down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Harris throwing on first down.
That's complete to Mooney.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll look to throw again. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you try not to give up bigger plays.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Here's Hurts to throw.
Buying time to his left. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deebo Samuel, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Browns add on to their lead looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Looking to throw. Harris. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Harris. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dancing to his left. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield, and this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. McCaffrey is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Looking to throw. Harris. And he gets it to Bolden. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now...
And now here's another interception. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
let's just be frank, they're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And how about this? It's complete. And this will be caught. Forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals.